So last weekend was the 20th, 21st, not that weekend. The weekend before that, which was the 13th, 14th, I went to London, which was really cool. I went to London because it was my friend Christina's birthday and I love them very much and I wanted to meet up with them and, you know, hug them and be excited in their presence. And also, Christina is a huge Lush addict in a kind of fairy Lush mother sort of way. Like, I go to them for advice and I know that other people do as well. They even have a blog, which I will link below, because if you like Lush and just the aesthetic of Lush, then you'll like Christina's blog about it. It's very, very beautiful. But yeah, so we went to the Lush Oxford Street store and I got a bunch of stuff. So Cyanide Pill, Golden Slumbers, and Ylang Song. So those are the three that I haven't tried yet. What have I tried? I haven't tried Experimenter yet. I've tried the Intergalactic one, which is the one with the popping candy. That was super cool. Very pretty. The Yoga Bath Bomb is my favourite so far. And I did the Forest one, which was, it was alright. The oils though, oh my god, they have these little oils that are about that big, that are £2 each. I tried one and it just didn't agree with me at all. It just, too oily. Which I know is kind of the point of bath oils, but you know, too oily. Left my skin feeling all greasy and like there's a line between moisturised and just greasy that, oh, it crossed it. It crossed it and, you know, went over with arms wide, cackling gleefully. It was horrible. If that's your thing, I'm happy for you. Like, I gave one to Aiden and, you know, he liked it, and I sent the others to my sister. But, oh, so not my thing. So not my thing. They smelled great, which was a real shame, but, no, the oily texture was just too much for me to handle. So yeah, that was what I did with Christina. And then I met up with Jess, my sister, my little sister, and we went to a bunch of bookshops because that's just what I do for fun. And she likes bookshops too. So we went to, I'll link all of these below as well because they're like, I did research for this trip because I wanted to go to pretty bookshops. So we went to the Persephone bookshop, which was amazing. They sell like out of print editions of books written by women like in the last couple of centuries, I think. All of the books look like this. They've all got these, you know, these really nice grey smooth covers, quite bendy, very beautiful. They're all £12, I think. I got the Persephone book of short stories. They come with like the dust jackets come off and they have these beautiful papers inside and you get a matching bookmark with them which has like a sort of blurb on the back, which is really cool. We went to Ladurée, I think that's how you pronounce it, Ladurée, which is a French patisserie shop, which is just absolutely tiny. It's so narrow. It's like papered gold. Golden crinkly. It's like a grotto. It's like a Ferrero Rocher on the inside of it, which is really cool but very strange. And the pastries are so expensive, but we bought 12. I say we, I bought 12 and a coffee for Jess, which cost over 30 quid. I'm gonna say it was worth it though, because they were extremely delicious and I would definitely get some again. We also went to Daunt Books. I think there are several around London, but we went to the one that looked the prettiest, I think. It's a travel bookshop. So it's like it's organised by country, which because I am unapologetically at this point, I think, kind of slightly obsessed with France and Paris in particular because Les Mis, right? When it just takes over your life and you suddenly find yourself learning French and buying books like this. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm just going to embrace it because it is very enlightening and fun. This I picked up because Graham Robb wrote a biography of Victor Hugo that I read for university last year, and I really, really enjoyed that, and he sounded like he really knew his stuff, so this looks like a fun sort of book to like peruse. And this one I read in about 3 days flat, and it is incredible. It is so, so good. I feel like you can find out a lot about a person by the way that they treat the homeless. No and Me is about a 13-year-old girl who is very, very intelligent, and she kind of on the spot says that she will do a presentation to her class. Everyone's got to do a presentation about the homeless, because she's just met a homeless girl a couple of days ago called No. And for this presentation she interviews No, and they get to know each other. There were a couple of really great bits that I bookmarked. This girl goes off on a tangent and says, you know, we can do all of these amazing things. We can put up 600-meter skyscrapers, build hotels underwater, artificial islands in the shape of palm trees, invent intelligent building materials that absorb organic and inorganic pollutants from the atmosphere, all of this amazing stuff. And we can also leave people to live on the side of a road. we can also ignore people and let them live and die on the streets. And there was also a really great bit that I can't find right now that was about violence, and the way that she was beginning to understand that violence wasn't just loud words and shouting and hitting someone. It could be neglect as well. She was talking about how her mother can be violent towards her in ignoring her. Her little sister died when she was a baby, I think a couple of years ago maybe, before this book starts, and her mother since then has been incredibly depressed. It's a really, really good book. I would definitely recommend getting it. Jess also lent me a book called Just Kids by Patti Smith. She, you know, shoved it into my hands and insisted I read it really, really fast, and then send it back to her really, really fast because she wanted to read it, because we're going to Glastonbury this weekend for the Sunday and Patti Smith is playing, and she wanted to go see her, and she also wanted to take me to see her with the background understanding and context that this book would give me. So Just Kids is Patti Smith's memoir about her and basically her soulmate, who was called Robert. I read it almost in one sitting on the train back to Poole, but then like I had a couple of really rough days after reading it, which I think was kind of prompted by reading it in a sense, because I got back that night and finished reading it and just kind of wishing that I had friends the way that Patti Smith described having friends when she was living in New York at that time. You know, surrounded by creative people. She lived in the Chelsea Hotel. She was, you know, driven to create whatever it was, whether it was singing, poetry, acting, playwriting, whatever. Just driven to create at all costs, and being surrounded by people who encouraged that and, you know, helped and collaborated, and also then in return encouraging them and being interested in what they were doing, and everyone kind of supporting each other. And basically I went to bed on Sunday and cried for a really long time because I'm really lonely. I have like no friends in Poole, which sucks. I have quite a lot of friends online, but the only person here in Poole with me is Aiden, which is good because without him I'd be even lonelier, but it's also sad. And my best friend is going to move to Australia this year. I'm just lonely, and I kind of miss uni, basically. I miss living with people who are, you know, doing the same things as me, who are also creative. The beginning of last week was kind of rough. Had a really low couple of days where I just felt really shit. But I'm okay now, I think, and hopefully things will look up in the future. I think this got really rambly and off track. I will see you in my next video. Thanks for sticking to the end of this one. Bye!